Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your March 2022 mid-month general readings. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of March. This reading is for the Earth sign of Virgo. Welcome everyone. I hope as always that you're doing well, and thanks for taking the time to be here, and always a note of gratitude and appreciation for all you do in support of this YouTube channel, your likes, shares, subscribing, donations, comments, feedback, those of you who reach out for personal readings. Thank you very much for each and every bit of it. Okay, Virgo, this reading is for you for the last 2 weeks of March 2022. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Virgo. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for a Virgo. It's a general reading. It's going to resonate a little differently for everyone, of course. So watch all of your signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus if you know them, because that can bring in a little additional insight and perspective and what's going on in your situation. And if you find that something does resonate with you enough that you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, perhaps take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, you can email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you, and I can usually respond within the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and you can also get that same contact information by clicking the little arrow, that description link attached to this video. Okay, Virgo, let's see what the last 2 weeks of March look like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with Legacy of the Divine Tarot. We begin with the Six of Coins, gift giving, gift receiving, the balance of giving and receiving. It does imply for some of you, you will be given something or offered something, or you might be giving something out. Not a huge amount, but something. With the Page of Coins, this could be, pages can represent messages, messengers, being at the start of learning, information gathering, because pages have that starting a new path, student apprentice kind of energy. It may be like with your sister sign Capricorn, it may be that somebody is giving you it could be some financial and material resources, and also some advice on something starting over. Probably in the earth energy area of your life, which is the area of life that governs earthly things like money, finance, property, real estate, assets, job, career, all that kind of stuff. Next, we have the High Priestess. This is a card that represents trusting your intuition, or your intuition. Some people call it higher self, some people call it gut instinct. It's what connects us to the divine and how we get compulsions or messages or inspirations, or when we feel compelled to one thing versus another thing. You know, even if that other thing seems to make more sense, we have this feeling of being pulled towards something else. That's the High Priestess. It's our intuitive connection to divine. So it's also it's also an implication that some of you know what the right thing is to do here, or what the path is through this, and to pay attention to those kind of feelings and signals over the last 2 weeks of March. With the High Priestess, we have the Ace of Wands. New beginnings. Wands is governed by the element of fire, which is very action-oriented. So this implies that this, whatever this new start or new beginning is a very action-oriented, even physical one. Can also carry with it an excitement, enthusiasm, passion. We have the Ace of Cups here. Also a new beginning in the emotional realm. Sometimes can represent new love and romance, or just a new emotional beginning or emotional renewal in something. With the Ten of Cups, the happy home, white picket fence card. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy or focus for the last 2 weeks of March is a decision. The Two of Wands, being at a crossroads, a decision of action. I'm going to pull one more card with that. The Eight of Wands, a card of moving forward quickly, aggressively, assertively, travel, moving, conversations. It's a card of moving forward. So it looks like many of you are kind of poised on the precipice of making some kind of a decision to take action, to start over, to have a new beginning in some way. I mean, it might be love and romance for some of you, but like your sister sign Capricorn, which I've done already too, it may be that there's home and family and partnership involved in this, but that the root fundamental issue may be financial or material, maybe making some decisions in that sense. Let's clarify a bit. So trying to make a decision, take action. Clarify the Two of Wands and the Eight of Wands. The Six of Coins again. The Two of Cups, soulmate card, and the Ten of Cups again. Feels like a lot of you, Virgo, are contemplating, you and a partner are contemplating making a decision to take action to move forward in a way that's beneficial for your home and family. Whether it's the decision about the relationship itself, like getting married, moving in together, getting married, or a decision as a unit to move forward in another area of life, but that affects your home and family life, and maybe making some financial or material decisions. Let's clarify the Six of Coins with the Page of Coins. Six of Coins. The Ace of Coins and the Knight of Coins. It looks like you're being given, or at least offered, an opportunity to start over again, or start on a different path, or start on a new path here. The Ace of Coins is a new beginning. You have like three aces here already. The Ace of Water, which is emotional new beginnings. The Ace of Wands, which is action-oriented new beginnings. The Ace of Coins, which is practical new beginnings, like moving, relocating, new job, some combination of those things. You're being given or offered an opportunity here to start anew. Now, again, because this is a general reading, for some of you, this is just going to be starting out as a couple, maybe getting some help starting out. It might be that you're already a couple and you're trying to make decisions about moving in a new direction, maybe even in a different direction than what the path you were previously on. And it looks like you have some outside help here, helping you with this decision-making process, or at least the opportunity for it. Clarify the Page of Coins. The Ace of Swords. You have all four of the aces here, which is particularly lucky if you believe in the luck sort of thing, right? It makes me wonder if some of you are moving or contemplating moving or getting a new job, or some combination of both of those, because it feels like the most practical thing to do for your long-term future. And because this is so similar to your sister sign Capricorn's reading, Virgo, I hope I'm not confusing the two of you by switching the title. This is for Virgo. Theirs was very similar in needing to make a change to rectify previous financial decisions that turned out not to be great ones. So starting off on a brand new path that way, having to kind of downsize or maybe cut some things out and leave some things behind in order to alleviate financial and material pressure on yourselves, a relationship, home, and family. That may be the case here for some of you as well. Let's clarify the High Priestess, intuitive energy. The Star. Yep, this is, you intuitively know that whatever this decision to make a new beginning is, I mean, you should pay attention to this. This is what's going to bring renewal and the restoration of hope, which is interesting because the Star comes after the Tarot, which, again, like Capricorns, implies that you've been through some difficulties or hardships already. So you're making some choice. You're choosing to make some changes in your life. Perhaps some of you, some very significant changes, although in a general reading, the intensity is going to vary, of course. You're making some significant changes to bring about healing in your life, financial, material, emotional as well. clarify the Ace of Cups, but you have all 4 aces here. So for those of you that are still in the process of trying to decide whether or not this starting off, going in this new direction, starting over, is a good idea, it is a fortuitous path. It is strongly spirit supported here. Clarify Ace of Cups. The Moon and the Wheel of Fortune. Even if you don't know, even if you can't see too far down the path, even if you don't know how it's going to turn out, it is divinely timed and orchestrated by Spirit that you start off on this new path. Clarify the Ten of Cups. This is like setting off on this new beginning. Ace of Cups clarified by the Wheel of Fortune and the Moon. This is like setting off on a new beginning and trusting that it is divine timing orchestration, even if you can't see too far down the road. Clarify Ten of Cups. Because you have a lot of cards here that have a strong link to trusting in Spirit, trusting in what is put in front of you in terms of new opportunities, and trusting in your intuition that this is the right path to go. Ten of Cups. The Hanging Man, the Five of Coins, the Nine of Wands, right. So it may take some time for the positivity of these decisions to actually become realistically manifest in your life. For example, there's financial issues here. I can see that, which always kind of affects our relationships and our emotional state too, right? And it may be that, there's some financial and material insufficiency and lack here, maybe having to ask for help and wanting to be in a place where you don't have to do that in the future. So it's about making some decisions, and some of which might be challenging and difficult, in order to bring about more financial and material balance or long-term stability in your life, in your home, in your relationship. It may take some time. There's still a tiny bit left with the Nine of Wands here to work through to get to the 10, to the end. So it's just about having some patience and trusting that this path is the best one by far. And exercising a little patience, I think it will be revealed fairly quickly. But continue to as time goes on, like making financial decisions, maybe cutting back or downsizing or something of that sort. There may be some challenges in that, but as time goes on, you actually begin to see the positive effects of that, and that's what I'm getting here. So, quite a good reading, even though what preceded this or what drove this might have been very difficult and challenging. I think there were probably some great lessons learned here as well. All right, any final messages, guidance, or advice for Virgo? Ten of Coins. Focus on and make the decisions that are best for long-term security and stability. Savings. This is having enough so that you don't worry about tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. So make whatever decisions put you in a place, and that includes kind of tightening the belt and downsizing a bit for long-term security and stability. Which Seven of Coins requires taking stock and taking inventory of what you have and how to manage it best and eke out like savings or putting stuff away so that you have some kind of a pad. Temperance and King of Coins, there you are. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Stable, hard-working. Temperance is about balance and moderation, neither too much of one thing nor too much of the other. This feels a lot like restructuring your budget, making some decisions to downsize in whatever way that makes sense in your own personal individual life, to bring about some healing or some balance and moderation and into your home and family via financial and material decisions, practical ones too. Okay, Virgo, those are your messages, very concrete messages. Those are your messages for the last 2 weeks of March 2022. I hope they were helpful and useful to you, gave you some food for thought at least. Again, if any of this resonates with you enough that you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, click on the description link below for contact details. Feel free to email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I'd be most happy to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the April general readings. Take care until then. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.